which I assume Tyler isn't going to edit this out.
Of course not.
You're going to want to be safe and skip ahead like a minute and a half, I'm assuming.
Hey!
Just jump into it.
Yeah, there we are.
Hey,
Hi,
look at
Ed.
those. Oh, wait, it's gone again.
Yep, disappeared.
Okay.
6 o'clock, 6 minutes if you've downloaded this podcast.
Okay. I think the YouTube's not happening this evening.
Cut it. Screw it. We'll do it live.
All right, cool. We're cutting it. No, I don't know. Okay, we're gonna leave it.
I end right now.
It looks okay right now. Let's go.
Let's go right now.
Let's go.
Should I just describe my breasts?
Yeah, I think that's safe.
Well, it is an audio
Okay.
podcast.
Start with yeah. Get in there. Get the details.
Well, the peanut gallery says large and bountiful, so thank you, honey.
Beautiful.
They giveth and they taketh away.
What did they
Oh,
take
what
it
did they
away?
take away? Yeah.
Freedom?
Wow. Whoa.
Free will?
Wow.
My ability to make decisions for myself.
Okay,
Aw.
well that makes sense.
I guess that's cute. So, Tyler's with Peanut, not
Yeah,
with the boobs,
yeah.
but about Game 7 over...
Well, and boobs too, but I don't know personally, but
based on the descriptors.
Yeah.
based on the descriptors, cheers to you, Dave.
The other one is not in a potential elimination game. Game 7 will always trump it.
But this is the finals. This
Doesn't
is
matter. It's game 1.
Tyler,
I agree with Dave.
and why?
I'm hold on.
Because it's game 7.
I also agree with Dave.
Even if you didn't have a dog in the fight, or in spite of having
Now
a dog
I
in the
have
fight?
a dog in the fight, so obviously I'm gonna watch game 1. Because in one I don't really care, and the other one I do, so I'm gonna watch game 1 over game 7. But if I didn't have a dog in either fight, game 7 trumps game 1.
If this was Pittsburgh St. Louis, would he be watching?
I would not be watching hockey. I would not be watching hockey.
Would you be watching basketball, or would you be catching up on old episodes of Free about this on the podcast? The Raptors finally were the number one sports thing in Canada. And it was the Sunday game against Cleveland. So they had to get to the semifinals before they were able to beat hockey.
That's
fine.
Yeah, conference finals.
The conference finals.
Yeah, and hockey that
So-
not even Canadian teams.
It
Right.
not even Canadian teams. And if I'm not mistaken, because of course I can't quickly pull these up, maybe Tyler can because I posted them in our document.
Meant.
It wasn't even back-to-back basketball. Like, I think it was still basketball, hockey, basketball. Like, one Raptor game was able to beat hockey.
Yeah, I believe you're correct.
And that was a
That's-
Sunday game.
That's crazy.
But it was still, so the number, it was something like 1.5 million people tuned in to watch that game, which seemed like a lot because it's Canada and, like, that's the population of Toronto almost watching that game.
Yeah.
But then we went back and looked at the Blue Jay stats in similar position in their playoffs, and they were about 3.9 million, and all of their games.
Right.
And
That's-
hockey was still on that list and not as low as. So more people were watching sports.
Right.
It was Jays Rangers. So it was the series before 4 million, 2 million, and then Habs Bruins. What? It was basically Hockey Night in Canada, Saturday Night Hockey, 2.1 million. And then Cowboys Patriots, then another NHL, then another football, then another NHL, then CFL. So
CFL.
Whatever, bro.
the Raptors, in the very similar position to the Blue Jays, didn't come close to their numbers.
Right. I mean, the Jays are in their 40th season. Baseball's well established in Canada. Basketball is still, I think that this run has done wonders for the team and for basketball in Canada. And I think that from this point on, this was the magic that Canada needed to start watching basketball.
Right, but I live in the snow globe of Toronto,
Right.
and
The center of the universe.
Hype around the center of the universe, the hype around the Raptors are shocking to me.
Right.
But I don't know if you go to a different part of the country. So if we go to Sault Ste. Marie or Thunder Bay or Newfoundland, or like is it the same? Like the Blue Jays seem to have a more mass market appeal.
Yeah, I think the Jays are more Canada's team than the Raptors are Canada's team.
But they're
Why is that?
both Canada's only team.
I understand they're both Canada's team, but We the North only happened last year.
Right.
But
And
Toronto doesn't have
come
any-
together only happened last year.
Okay.
I'm just, but the Blue Jays do
and then
have
come
The
together.
Jays have
Like,
always
yo.
the Jays have always said we are Canada's baseball team.
since Montreal moved to
Since Montreal left, yeah.
Yeah.
And the Raptors have only kind of just recently figured out, oh, we're the only team in Canada.
Right. And we can really
Yeah,
tap
too.
into
I
that.
always thought the Raptors had better marketing. Like I thought the We the North was brilliant.
In Toronto, it is great marketing, but it only just happened last year. This We the North thing wasn't a thing until last year playoffs.
Right. So
And so, obviously, winning will help. So, what were your ideas, Tyler, that I told you to shut up about?
I think there are more people are like the same. It depends on time of day too, right?
yep.
Like the baseball games are all being shown in prime time, and some of
Not that Ranger series. Those are the ones that had the record-breaking numbers.
and they were at 3 p.m.
Kansas City got to prime
The-
time,
the
and
fu-
those numbers actually dropped a little bit.
that Monday game was Game 5. No,
Oh yeah, Monday was Monday Game 5. It must have been
I'm pretty sure it was Game
Friday, Sunday,
that
Monday.
that was a night game. That was
No, it
prime-
wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
The bat flip?
Yeah.
No, I was still at work.
That was an
Tuesday,
afternoon game.
All right.
and that was a Wednesday game.
So I was only going to the airport.
Right.
So what was the Monday?
Chris is like, right, he
Right.
was going to the airport.
You were going to the airport. I was there. Fucking airport, man. Show up 3 hours early.
right?
Okay, so no,
No liquids.
those two games were in Texas, so they were in prime time because
There
they
you
were
go.
in Texas.
That's right.
So the top two, they were in prime time because they were in Texas. So that got everybody watching it. The third game there is at the Jays on Friday. So how did Game 5 not even make this list?
We might just not have had that week available to us. And then the Royals, so the next round of the series, the numbers dropped a little bit.
Yeah.
And it was Blue Jays Royals, the number one sports that week was 3.9 million. And then another 1 million. And then hockey, then football, CFL, yeah. Different baseball. It was the Cubs. Football, Cubs, Mets again.
I'm going to go with more people are actually out playing sports
Right now?
at this time of the year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's no one's watching basketball. I think it's no one's watching sports
No one's
right
watching
now.
sports. Yeah.
Right.
It's not necessarily the Heat and the Raptors game only beat out the Sharks and the Blues by 100,000 people.
That's depressing. Now, the Sharks and the Blues, it was a great series. But actually, it wasn't that great a series. It was kind of one-sided.
And those two games were on the same day.
Right.
Whereas the Jays, I don't really think nothing was playing on that Monday.
Right.
The Argos and the Alouettes were playing on the Monday.
Well, that's a good game.
That's a big rivalry.
Yeah, I guess.
Can you hear that?
I hate both of those teams.
So
I know, we all do.
Fucking.
Although I want to go see a CFL game this year.
I want to
Because
go.
there's a new BMO field.
Well, I want to go to the home opener for that because obviously it's against the Cats. So I definitely want to go
Well,
to that.
this is an even more fabulous segue
Yep.
to Tyler being an absolute piece of shit and went to see a Raptors playoff game.
I don't
That's-
know what you're talking about.
That's right. So Tyler, how was it?
So
It,
first of all, tell us about it, and Chris and I are just gonna sob silently and touch ourselves.
it was fucking insane. The place was loud as hell.
Yeah.
The entire game.
That's awesome.
So you have now been to TFC playoff game.
No, because they haven't played a home playoff game.
Oh, they've only. Chris is there. You can see the wheels turning, trying to think of an away goal joke, and he's not doing.
I'm just laughing.
Fast
It's
enough.
yeah. It's yeah.
They have not played a home playoff game yet.
Did they score any goals in that away game?
No.
Shucks, would have been worth more.
I love that. I remember we laughed about that when it was because they finally make the playoffs after how many years they've been a team, and then they just have to face another Canadian team in the first round, which kind of sucked.
Yeah, it was Montreal, right?
So you've been to a Jays playoff game?
Yeah. I've been to a Jays series game.
Ooh, easy tough guy.
Ooh.
Just saying.
I watched the World Series on
But you were
TV.
underage and a tiny little kid. It just-
I was like 9, yeah.
So you've, in our recent history of being able to drink,
Drink and watch
you've
sports.
been to a Jays game.
Yes.
You've been to a Raptors playoff game.
Yes.
Which atmosphere was better?
Okay. Depends on what's happening during the game. And this is where I get to cheering. So
Yes, this
if-
is the segue to Tyler's rant about fans.
if you're watching any kind of sport, when do you cheer the loudest?
Defense. Sorry, that's my football instincts.
That's fine, but like
But I think that's basketball too. You wanted to, right?
right, no, like that's your chanting and all that kind of stuff. But if say like when do you start cheering, like clapping, yay, all that jazz? When would you start doing that watching a hockey game?
I don't know.
Would you do that when, I don't know, your team scores a goal
Yeah.
Yes.
or makes a ridiculous save?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, how about football?
Big catch, pick six. Whenever the defense is on the field, actually, the whole time the defense is on the field,
Okay.
the whole time.
I know you don't watch it, but soccer.
You chant some weird songs
With someone
and you drink
we wave
beer.
our scarves.
Right, and you drink beer, but not in your seats. You have to drink it up in the stands.
Only in the UK.
Oh, okay. In Canada, you can still drink beer in your seats?
Still drink beer in the
Okay, good.
And how about baseball? When would you go nuts in baseball?
Home run.
For a dinger.
When Patty Marlowe just scores to tie the game.
Okay. So
Wrong
yeah,
sport, but I don't care.
Right. So basketball. When would you cheer?
A basket?
Every time they score
Which
a
is
fucking
constantly.
basket?
Yes! They just put points up! So no?
So
That's
that's
what I don't
constant.
understand.
So no,
You're cheering
No,
constantly.
you're absolutely correct because the entire place went batshit fucking crazy every time the ball went in the net.
But
Every time.
okay, you say that like it's a bad thing.
This is what they're do. Like you've
I
got
came
24
here
seconds
for a
to do it.
quiet night.
No, I mean, it's not. It's not that. It's
I
like-
wanted to read my book.
Yeah.
If I wanted noise, I would have stayed home with the dog.
Every time. Every time the ball went in the net, it was like the game-winning shot.
Okay. But listen, Toronto is
Are you
a hungry.
complaining or are you just stating a fact?
I'm stating a fact. I don't understand why. Like I get for dunks and 3-point shots, but the layup.
Yeah. The points count, man.
I understand the points count, but there is no one around you, and you laid it in the net, and everybody goes crazy.
Yeah,
So are you the guy that at a concert stays in their seat and shushes people?
Shh. This is my favorite song. They're playing Stairway to Heaven. Shut up.
I honestly don't remember the last time I was at a concert.
Oh man.
And I was
Too
probably
noisy.
fairly intoxicated. So I really don't remember the last time I was at a concert.
Hey, guess what the last band I saw live was? I just want you guys to guess.
Journey.
No, come on.
Who's dead? Name someone.
It's way easier.
Frank Zappa.
No, it's way easier. Come on. Who would I have seen live last?
Tool.
There you go. Tool.
Tool?
Of course it was Tool, yes.
Did they just play Schism over and over again?
Well, kinda. So.
It's the one song that I know. I think I like that about basketball, that you're hype all the
The
time.
entire time.
The whole game. If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen.
Yep. It is the entire game.
Ah,
The Blue Jays.
that's fantastic. They need to be excited the whole game.
And that's another thing I like about basketball is they play music during the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's like lacrosse. They do that for lacrosse too. If you ever go to a rock game,
Yeah.
it's like music all the time.
So they'll play like your pump up music when you're on offense and your big defense chant when you're on defense.
Defense music, just like
I don't.
the Flight of the Valkyries.
No, it's just a guy hitting a drum. Boom, boom, defense, boom, boom. That's all it is.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird at a live hockey game where it's and then as soon as it actually started, it's just
Dead silence. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little strange.
I find that more awkward. Like, I'd rather people be cheering all the time. I don't want to be the only person in the stands just going, yeah.
I think the music helps the crowd go crazy too.
Right.
So were you going crazy the whole time, or are you sitting there arms folded, being like, I'm tired?
I was high-fiving people.
There you go.
In front of me.
See, then that's it. Because if you were in on it, if you're in on it, it's good.
You got up in that hype machine.
Oh yeah. You have to. There's no other way.
Was that a better instrument?
What?
What was cooler? What did you sit on home on your 3-hour GO train ride home and go, damn son, that was mad cool? Was it after the Jays playoff game or after the Raptors playoff game? Because we bumped into each other, not bumped in, we knew the other was going to be there, at a really great Jays playoff game that they ended up winning, and it was really hype, and it was a shitload of fun. When you sat on your GO train ride, what were you more like, holy shit?
That's a good question.
How many of the Blue Jays playoff games did you go to?
I just got to the one.
Was it game 5?
No, it was the game 2.
Okay. Did they win that one?
Yes.
Roy, yeah, they won. It was a great game.
Right.
Yeah. So they
they won.
Yeah. So
you left feeling good.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with the Jays.
Yeah. Is it now?
Like, don't get me wrong, the ACC was absolutely insane. It's a smaller place, so noise will carry a lot more.
Right.
But when you were at the Dome, the place shook.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it was actually shaking.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Jays on this one.
My only comparative, I'm going to agree to disagree, but next year I will make it my business to go to a Raptors playoff game so I can actually compare. I've been to both regular season games. Yeah, honey, that was a severe hint. Take me to a playoff game.
No.
Yeah. He took his cousin. Oh, no, you went with your dad.
Yeah.
So I've been to regular season games. The hype in a regular season Raptors game for no apparent reason was so much more fun than just a random Jays game.
Well, yeah, because random Jays games can actually kind of be boring. I mean,
this was a random, and I think the Raptors lost the game I went to, and it was still hype.
Yeah,
and not just because they got a free T-shirt.
You heard the crowd at the end of Game 7.
Yeah, with and LeBron like making reference,
Yeah.
which I thought was really cool. He didn't even need to say anything about that.
Nope.
So I have a little more respect for LeBron after that than I did before because he really didn't need to say anything.
Didn't need to say a word.
He could have just answered her question, but no, he's like, "Hey, like listen to this. Like these fans are for real." So,
And in terms of the free T-shirt thing, if you didn't put your T-shirt on, the camera would pan to you and sit on you until you put it on, and everybody just mocked you in the
really?
Shame you? Good.
That's awesome.
It was T-shirt shaming.
That is awesome.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Good.
Yeah.
Why are you there unless you're supporting the team?
Put your damn white T-shirt on.
It's my boy.
Oh, so
Chris, was there just another goal?
No, it's just they're interviewing Patty Marlowe, and he's my boy.
You just got a boner.
my boy Blue.
He's my boy.
It's my boy. It's my quarterback.
This is my quarterback.
Oh, Stefan.
Well, yeah, I think Dave is getting an erection in the background. So I want to just jerseys. This is a good transition. I want to apologize again. Yeah, so Chris is wearing his San Jose Sharks jersey.
Throwback jersey.
It is your team.
Yeah.
Totally allowed and totally accepted.
Totally acceptable. I just put it on for the podcast too, by the way, so I wasn't even wearing it before.
I was walking from the subway to work today, really angrily because it's stupid Toronto and the TTC didn't come. So I walked 20 minutes because no streetcar ever came. Anyways, I passed a whole bunch of groups of sweet little tourists.
Yeah.
I assume tourists because it was clear families all wearing Jays jerseys.
And
I thought that was really cute, and it made I had nothing against that. It was game day. They were walking around. They were excited to be there. They were all excited to be in Toronto, excited to go to a Jays game.
there you go. So now
So
you're
in the middle of summer on a special day.
you're loosening your stance.
I'm loosening my stance a little bit. I think I was wrong.
Okay. So if
I
the
just start wearing
Adam,
jerseys every day now.
if the Sharks win tonight, jinxie jinx, but if the Sharks win tonight, would I be allowed to wear my jersey tomorrow to work?
That's a good question.
I think No, you should show me your. Come out.
Oh, I don't know what's happening.
I'm gonna be distracted in about 10 minutes.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
So if I just go slack-jawed and start drooling out of my left side of my mouth, it's because Mr. Peanut came out of the shower.
Oh, I see.
You're not having a stroke?
It's,
Yeah,
it's not a
having
stroke.
Not having a stroke, just saw a penis.
Oh.
So I'm relaxing my
The
stance
rules.
a little bit. I still think it needs to be game day,
Okay.
and I think it needs I think it still needs to be game day. But they were walking around as a family, and it was really cute.
Okay.
And it was two groups of people, and enough that made me think: is it a day game? Like, is it a 1 o'clock game, and people are just hella early?
Right.
Because this was like 10 o'clock in the morning. But then no, it was a regular evening game. So I was like, oh, that's cute.
Yeah, they just wanted to, check it out. Check out the
Yeah, so
game. They don't want to stop and change later.
Yeah. You were wearing your San Jose Sharks jersey because they're in the finals.
Yep.
Are they winning?
Are they winning the finals?
Yeah.
I think so. I honestly have not ever seen this team play this well, where they can bounce back from adversity. It's always been like the second things start to go south, they fold up like a lawn chair. This is the first time ever where I've seen them like lose a game badly and then bounce back the next game and just go back to the way they were playing before. So,
And also, as much as I love him, and this, God, I wish I brought this up later because this is a great segue, they have someone other than Antiniemi.
yes. Yes. And
So, That also has to help.
And he's really good, and LA is dumb because they could have traded what's his name, Quick, and got good shit for him, and kept this guy. That's what they should have done. But oh well.
Oh, you're right. Because I was like, no, they would be down. Like they had to trade one of them.
Right.
But yeah,
so you trade Quick.
Quick and been
Because Quick's proven.
Martin Jones,
exactly.
Gotten more for Quick.
That's right.
Yeah.
They screwed up.
So my segue, because I'm going to take it while I can. Antiniemi was left off, and I know you guys are following Team Finland really closely.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Yep.
Antiniemi was left off Team Finland's.
So who did they take?
So it's too obvious. Carrie Lettinen was also a snub, and both of them are on the Olympic team, but only because Pecorino was hurt. So it's Pecorino.
Yeah. Okay.
It's my Tukes.
Oh yeah. Okay, I forgot. Yeah.
Obvies, and then it's some KHL Finnish goalie that you've never heard of before.
Well, the NHL players. The NHL players will not have good scouting reports on this guy from the KHL.
So I know you guys have the alerts turned on for Team Finland, so I'm sure this is not a shock to you that I dropped that bombshell.
Definitely not news to me at all.
I can see it in your faces that you've read this already. The two other snubs that is interesting in a tournament that means absolutely jack shit and is totally made up. Phil Kessel is not on Team USA.
So fucking ridiculous. How do they not want him on the team?
I feel like that has to be personal.
There's something there, right?
Because the other one that's, I think, even more egregious, again, a nothing tournament that's total bullshit and just a moneymaker, left off the Team Canada roster.
Yeah.
Arguably the best defenseman in the NHL. In PK Subban.
Okay, the thing with Team Canada and PK Subban is the defensemen we're taking are all safer bets than PK Subban. Every single one of them.
How is it a safer bet than PK Subban?
Because he makes bad plays. He will cost you a goal here and there. He absolutely will.
But you can't look at his statistics.
It doesn't.
And pick anyone over. It's like if you could pick Erik Karlsson, you would, but you can't because he's fucking Swedish.
I would take every one of those defensemen before PK Subban.
If you're picking on strictly stats, then you're dumb anyway.
I would take every single one that we have on defense for Team Canada. I would take them all over PK Subban.
That's a drink.
What? Did I say we? Damn it.
You we Team Canada.
I'm Canadian.
There is no such thing as the World Hockey Tournament yet.
So, they've done the World Cup of Hockey before. This isn't the first time.
Well, this is the first time in a while.
So, the whole thing is because they're probably not going to be back at the Olympics. That's why they're doing this. I know you're calling it a nothing tournament, but it's because the Olympics, like the IOC, is threatening to not pay for the NHL players anymore. And so the NHL's like, oh, if you're not going to pay for us, then we're not coming. It's basically how it's going.
I think it's a money maker.
Oh, for sure.
And I think they will make money being in Toronto for the first year. I agree with you. It's probably also, but I think it makes sense to have one because all the other team sports have an every 4 year. And by every other team sport, I think I mean just soccer. Rugby has a World Cup. Rugby has the every 4 year World Cup. That's super fucking awesome.
Yeah. Baseball? No, baseball. Baseball has a World Baseball Championship.
Baseball has a World Baseball Classic.
It's every year, isn't it?
No, it's every 4 years.
Is it every 4 years, the Classic?
Yeah.
Football should have one. Like real football, not soccer.
Wales beat England in rugby.
Yeah, did they win, though?
No, but they beat them.
For that, yeah.
They were joint host countries, and then Wales lasted longer in the tournament than England did.
Yeah, that's true.
It seems like there's something there.
Yeah.
I remember
Some
that.
animosity.
Over PK Subban. That's insane to me.
What's that?
You take any of those other defensemen.
Any one of them. Who? What is? It's Seabrook, right? Hold on. Let me find the list here.
Letang was left off.
Letang was left off. That's kind of shocking. But they added Brent Burns, and basically just because of his beard.
Obviously.
Okay, why can I not find this? Team Canada.
He
roster.
upsets me because he's so handsome.
Right.
And does everything in his power to stop that.
Right.
If you look up what Brent Burns looks like when he decides to pop his teeth in and not have a beard.
Yeah, he's like,
he
look
is
at my
very, very nice looking man.
Look at my teeth. Okay, Brent Burns, Drew Doughty, Duncan Keith, Jake Muzzin, Alex Pietrangelo, Mark-Edward Vlasic, Shea Weber. There's 2 Sharks on that list. And I, of course, would take both of those over PK Subban. Drew Doughty, I hate, but would take over PK Subban. Duncan Keith.
You take Drew Doughty over PK
Yes!
Subban?
Yes! Absolutely!
Is this a race thing?
No! No, it's not! God damn it. Now I'm a racist.
Whiter Team Canada.
Team Canada's so white. Hashtag.
Hashtag Team Canada so white.
No,
I don't obviously, like, all jokes aside, I don't obviously think it has anything to do with race, but I think it's something personal.
And Jumbo's on the team, so I'm really happy about that too. I really didn't think he was gonna make the team. I'm really happy he's on it. Team. Okay, so who did they put on Team USA over Phil Kessel?
Well, hold on, Tyler, you have your goddamn Google job.
Okay, so their forwards are Abdelkader.
From running around and barking.
All right. So we got Abdelkader, Backus, Callahan, Dubinsky, Kane, Kessler,
Hold on, towel time. Distracted.
Oshie, Pacioretty, Parise, Pavelski, Stepan, Van Riemsdyk, and Blake Wheeler. I mean,
Derek Stepan over Phil Kessel.
Blake Wheeler over Phil Kessel.
That's harsh.
Brandon Dubinsky, you know, like,
No fair.
I don't know. This is not smart.
Especially with how he's playing with the Pens right now.
Yeah. And he's got 31 goals. He had 31 goals this season. I'll tell you what
So that's why I'm thinking it's personal. I think I've mentioned on the podcast before. I worked with a guy that followed the U.S. and Canadian Olympic teams to Sochi as part of a camera crew documenting them.
Yeah.
And used to go out drinking with the guys. Said he got to know them pretty well. Said Drew Doughty has like serial killer eyes. Like, you can't read what's going on.
Oh, really?
You don't know if he's fucking with you or because there's just nothing there. There's no soul.
Right.
TJ Oshie is a great guy, can drink you under the table. Sidney Crosby's super protected, and you'll never actually get anything out of him. He said Phil Kessel is just as weird as you think he is.
Good. So that's what it is then. He's just a weird dude, and nobody wants to be his roommate.
If, like, yeah, you know, he's the guy, like, if 16 of you are going out for dinner, he'll sit on the end by himself and not talk to anyone. Like, he's that guy.
Wow.
He goes to bed early. He's really socially awkward. He doesn't talk to his teammates. So maybe this is an inside thing and he's just a bad locker room guy. Maybe this is the opposite of adding Chris Kunitz because he was a good locker room guy with Sidney Crosby. Like, maybe this is the...
Right. So, I'm looking at this Team North America team, which I think is
so
dumb that there's a Canadian team and an American team, and then there's Team North America, which is I guess you have to be under 23 or under 25 or something.
Little boys.
Why are they doing this? Couldn't they? Isn't there another team they could get in?
They're doing this to sell more jerseys.
I guess. So, and the Team North
you see
America
the Team
logo
Europe, right?
looks terrible. Yes, and there's Team Europe. It's like, oh, your country doesn't have enough good players, so we'll just put you guys all together.
Yeah, it's like you just have Thomas Greiss, so why don't you join
and
Slovakia?
Anze Kopitar. Oh man.
Your country's not good enough. Because I was reading the world or the Team Europe to Mr. Peanut.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, that means Tuukka Rask didn't make the team. And I said, no. Like, Finland has its own team.
Yeah.
And there was just, like, it was a couple minutes of, like, but Finland's part of Europe.
Right.
Like, I know that Europe has a team of all the little countries that couldn't really make it.
Yep.
Well, yeah, but Finland's part of Europe. Like, why isn't Team Europe Team Europe? Like,
Well, their logo's
Sweden
really
has a
bad
team,
too.
Finland has a team.
Yeah, their logo's really bad. Now, what if Team Europe or Team North America wins the whole thing? I mean, we know they're not going to.
Obviously, I'm going to cheer for Team Finland.
Right.
But I want to call on the podcast.
Wait a
right
minute.
now.
Hold on. You're going to cheer for Team Finland?
I love me my Tukes and my
Come
Jokinen
on.
brothers.
Come on.
Oli and Juicy Jokinen. No, I'll cheer for Team Canada, but I'll also have a soft spot for Team Finland.
Right.
I'm going to call on this podcast right now.
Yep.
I'm going to, and this is mostly for spite, mostly for a long-running joke. I am going to be the biggest Team North America fan
Yeah.
that this world has ever known.
Well, you know who's going to start in net for them? It's got to be Murray, right?
Oh, yeah, but how do you cheer for that? How do you, like, go North America?
Woo, North America. We're friends.
23. Yay! We're just all the people that probably were good enough to make the team, but they want to sell more jerseys, so... I didn't look up the team. Who's on the Team North America Little Boys roster?
Okay, so we've got... Let me bring it up here. I hate this Sportsnet site. It keeps fucking loading a video. All right, so in net... Ooh.
Who the hell are you?
Okay, so in net we got John Gibson, Connor Hellebuyck. He plays for the Manitoba Moose right now. And Matt Murray.
Oh yeah, that guy.
All right. On defense, we've got Aaron Ekblad, Shane Ghostenbear. I don't even know who that is. Seth Jones, Ryan Murray, Colton Periyoko. I don't even... Wow. Morgan Riley, Jacob Trouba, Sean Coutier, Jonathan Drouin, Jack Eichel, Johnny Goudreau, Dylan Larkin, Austin Matthews, Nathan McKinnon, Connor McDavid, JT Miller, Sean Monahan, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Brendan Saad, and Mark Sheffley. There's your Team North America.
Under... Weird. This is so bizarre, and I'm going to cheer for them just because of how weird this is.
Right. But if they win, what does it say about the other teams? You know?
Like, go North America.
It was a joke.
Yeah.
Wait. I had two more sports things. And
All
I
right.
want to, I'm gonna do one now, and one is about dodgeball.
All right.
And I played in it. So Team Canada was announced. We did our podcast. So one of the fundraisers is a really exciting 2v2 tournament. So they're doing a series of 5 over the summer between now and September. And instead of a team against team, it's partners. So it's guy, girl, and 2 girls or 2 guys.
Yeah.
It's a bucket load of fun. I almost passed out because you just sweat I drank probably about 8 water bottles and didn't pee. Like it just, it's the sweatiest, awesomest. I played with Dave. We tied everybody in every round we played.
Yeah.
It's a shitload of fun.
That's awesome.
So, Mark Bunn on this podcast, and I was hoping he was going to be here. So
Right.
I'm going to ask him, and he's going to have to say yes because he's not here to say no.
Yeah.
Mark Bunn, on August 20th, will you be my partner and play with me
Ooh.
in the August 20th 2v2 dodgeball fundraiser?
I feel the need to
Because
point
we got
out.
to get some new blood in the sport. Yeah.
Feel the need to point out. Now, Mark has no problem missing Ticats home games, but there is a Ticats home game that day.
Mark,
So,
make your choice.
Make your choice.
Don't
Tie
make
cats
me
or
ask
dodgeball?
Tyler. I swear to God, I will ask Tyler if you don't say yes. Would you miss a tie cat time game, Chris? Because you would be my third choice.
I'd be the third. Wow, I'm number 3, eh?
You look like, oh no, I guess, no, I was going to say you look like a guy that can make a catch, but if Tyler's a soccer goalie,
He's probably way better at catching than I
you
am.
might be a good dodgeball catcher.
And I mean that in more ways than one.
Mark, ignore what I just...
Yeah.
Mark has now become my second choice. Anyways, I'm signing up a Team Rabble Press.
Nice.
I'm hoping, Mark and I have played together before. I'm hoping he says yes. Mark, will you go out with me on August 20th and win this 2v2 tournament with me?
Do it. As Team Rabble Press.
Do it.
You guys can get shirts, too. You can get shirts. We'll get shorties to get you some shirts.
We could be let's do Team Rabble Press. Let's do the Toronto versus We the Other, whatever t-shirts Mark and I need to match.
Perfect.
This will be fun. I'm very confused sexually. And this is no one's problem other than mine.
Mine.
It's gonna be your problem. No, this is good. This ends well. Honey, this ends well for you.
Otherwise known as a happy ending for you, Dave.
Yeah. The second love of my life, Jose Cruz Jr., was in town.
Yes.
I didn't know he was in town. I guess the presence I felt in the force wasn't strong enough. Maybe I'm losing my midichlorians.
Oh,
He was in
don't
town
use that
and I
word.
missed it. It was a
Where are
terrible
you going
one.
with this?
I saw pictures of him and he looks disgusting.
That sucks.
He was my hero, and he's the reason I wear number 23, and he is the reason I got into baseball.
Yeah.
Because when I was like 11 years old and didn't understand what I was touching below the covers, like he was my guy. I watched baseball and I watched the Blue Jays because of Jose Cruz Jr. And I saw recent pictures of him, and he looks like he has some sort of terminal flesh-eating disease.
That's not good.
He's very scrawny looking, and I don't know what to do. And then I went on his Twitter, and he's the guy that retweets compliments of himself.
Oh.
That's bad Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't do that.
That's bad Twitter etiquette, right?
It's very bad.
Unless
Twitter
you're
etiquette.
like us, and please tweet compliments at us, and
Right.
we'll retweet you.
We'll retweet you all day.
He retweeted someone saying thanks for the retweet.
There's a button beside it that says like.
Yeah, you just have to hit that button.
So someone tweeted a compliment and he retweeted it, and then they said thanks for the retweet. I was gonna add, and then it was another compliment, and then he retweeted that.
Well,
Awesome.
So I think, honey, I think it's over.
I'm the only one left.
Yeah, it's just you.
How lucky do I feel right now? I just outlasted the others.
Is that sarcastic?
I wasn't the first choice. I just outlasted everyone.
Yeah, you just through sheer gumption and stick-to-itiveness.
Stick-to-itiveness.
You win.
Nobody's ever commented on my gumption before.
You got great gumption. You showed your gumption when you took your towel off.
Just make sure he doesn't retweet it.
That's right.
Dave doesn't use Twitter.
Oh,
Good for him.
right.
He hates it and doesn't
But
understand.
you know
it.
what? Follow us on Twitter anyways.
Follow us on Twitter.
That's right, because we use it.
And follow us, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to us. Please leave us a review, because I think that's a thing.
It is a thing.
It's a good thing.
And no, leave us only good reviews. If you're gonna leave a bad review, don't do it.
Aw. I think they could
Only
do
good
it.
reviews.
You know what? Leave the bad review just so we can mock you on air.
Oh. We'll start
And we'll insult your spelling and
That's right. We'll start a Twitter war.
So I don't know. It's you guys don't have the same thing with sports crushes. Is it the same when it's boy on boy sports crush when you realize that your hero's a
It doesn't matter what they
loser?
look like.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter what they look like.
But
They-
like
Yeah. But there is like you get let down by people like doing something stupid. Like you said, retweeting a compliment's kind of dumb.
retweeting multiple compliments.
Yeah.
And then retweeting the thanks for the retweet.
And then he tweeted a picture of him and Sean Green saying, because it was a thing of like, it was alumni at the Dome on Saturday or Sunday, and it was him and Sean Green, and he tweeted, I thought it was a retweet, but he tweeted the fact that, hey, you're looking at the only two members of the Blue Jays 30-30 club. Which is true. There's only two people that have hit 30 home runs and 30 stolen bases in the same year, and it's Jose Cruz Jr. and Jewish major leaguer Sean Green.
That's crazy.
But he tweeted that.
I know you that.
You have no issue with that?
Yeah.
I don't mind him tweeting
You're
that.
a franchise leader in something. They're honoring you. Why not?
But this
show
was an
them?
accomplishment that you did like 10 years ago.
And
Yeah, but
so-
and no one else has done it.
I have no issues with him tweeting that. I have issues with him tweeting in general.
So are you saying Jose is now back rising the rankings?
No.
Yeah, no. Dave's still the winner.
There you go.
So I'll mount your signed jersey behind me in our place. I do have Dave jerseys.
Signed?
And
No,
you're going,
not signed.
and you're going to mount them?
Well,
Is that
I
what
might
you said?
mount- I'll mount something, but
That's for another time.
that's for a later podcast. I don't know. Is anyone? What else happened in the world of sports, or we'll sign off with visions of mounting.
I think Visions of Mounting is a good place to stop.
I think we also might have our title.
Took to the last second, but we got it.
Hey, we did it last week.
We
The Warriors
did.
down by 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, let's end this. Let's watch the Warriors. Let's watch the Sharks. Dave turned into the Sharks game for a couple minutes, and then I think just said fuck it, and now he's back on basketball.
Yeah. It's a good hockey game though. But both teams are real fast, so
It's gonna be a good series. I said
Yep.
San Jose in 6, but I've been literally wrong about absolutely everything.
well, I hope you're not wrong about that.
I also hope it's San Jose in 5. Actually, I did in Mark and I are in a pool. The lawyer. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Myself. Just a second, Tyler. Mark and I are in a lawyer pool with his asshole friends that I did really well in last year. This year, I think out of 110 people, I think I'm in 108th. So for the last couple rounds, I've made very bold predictions to try and go balls out. So this one, I said San Jose in 5, just to try and get
Nice.
extra points. Anyways, public shaming on the podcast of Tyler. Give me my goddamn money. I will come to your house. I'm kidding. Just, I would like it.
I'm
Yeah,
not
no.
really gonna come to your house.
No. You can come to me, and then I will beat you up.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
I don't have a car, so you can come to the city, and then I will beat you up here.
All right.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm a terrible bookie. Well, thank you for listening. Please like us on everything you can possibly like. Follow us on things you can possibly follow. I think Chris mentioned Stitcher on our sister podcast, Rabble of Thrones, and I didn't know what that was, but follow us on that, whatever it is.
It's another
It's
podcast.
where you get podcasts.
Yeah, so if you have a BlackBerry, like us on Stitcher.
Yeah.
Otherwise, iTunes, Google Play.
Anywhere podcasts can be found, you can find Scotch.
That's right. Or
You
just
can
good
do
old
that.
scotchsporting.com.
Yeah, that works too.
ScotchSporting.com. Let's drive traffic there. Please like us on Facebook, like us on Twitter. You can find our DVDs at HMV along with the Stitcher.
Rock'em Sock'em Hockey.
You can find the box set of our Stitcher podcasts at HMV, probably on sale.
That none of this is true.
Well, try. Go to your local HMV. I think there's still one that I know of, and it was having a huge blowout sale, as they all are, because who the hell buys DVDs now? But thank you for listening.